welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to see Einstein postulate and photoelectric equation. So this is the sixth part of our series. Friends, we have made one series on dual nature of radiation and matter. So let's move toward the next slide. So Einstein postulates of quantization. So what is the Einstein postulate? That light travels in the form of a quanta, right? Now what is this quanta? As we know that light has a photons and this photons travels in the form of quanta, right? Now this quanta is nothing but the bunch of photon, right? That means in a simple words we can say that light travels in the bunch of photons, right? So this is nothing but the postulates Einstein, this is nothing but the Einstein postulates. Now we are going to see this in the mathematical form. So now you can see here E is equal to h nu. So what is this? H is the Planck constant, and in the down you can see the value of the H, that is 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 joules. Right now this is nothing but the nu is nothing but the frequency of the light, right? So frequency of the light, and in the down you can see that to change the kinetic energy, here you can see that the energy of photon of light depends on the frequency. The greater the frequency, the greater the energy, as this is the formula for the energy of the photon. So if we have to increase the energy of the photon, then we should change the frequency, we should increase the frequency of the light. So by that we can increase the energy of the photon. So this is all about the Einstein's postulates. Now we are moving toward the next slide. So Einstein postulates. So in the next slide, Einstein's photoelectric equation. So what is the Einstein's photoelectric equation is? Now friends, you can see over here, this is Ek. Ek is nothing but the kinetic energy. Afterward this is Hf. H is the Planck constant and F is the frequency of the incident light. After that W is the work function. Work function is the minimum energy. Work function is the minimum energy required to eject the electron. So on the basis of this Einstein photoelectric equation, we can state three conditions of liberation of electrons. So which are that conditions? So first condition is Hf is less than W. That means if the value of W is more than Hf, then in that case electron are not emitted. That means in first case ejection of electron is not possible. If the ejection of electron is not possible, that means photoelectric effect is not possible. So let's see what is the second case. Second case is Hf is equal to W. That means if both these values, that is work function and Hf, if both have the same value, then what happens in that case? In that case photoelectrons are just emitted. Now what is meant by photoelectrons are just emitted? That means whatever the electrons are there in the cathode plate, they just come out of the cathode plate, right? So this is the starting of the photoelectric effect. After that, let's see what is the third condition is. Now in the third condition, what is given? Hf is greater than W, and this is the essential condition for the photoelectric effect, that if incident frequency is greater than the work function, then in that case electrons are liberate out from the cathode plate, and with some kinetic energy they get accelerated toward the anode plate, and when they get accelerated to anode plate, that time because of the motion of the electron, current flow in the circuit. So friends, this is the essential step or essential condition for the photoelectric effect. So this is all about the Einstein's photoelectric equation. So friends, now we are going to stop. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.